which we are conducting it currently at the lab, so that students can get to know, and if they're interested, they can work on it.
Sure. I think some of you came to the learning analytics panel that we ran on Thursday last week, which presented some of the projects going on. So I'll just mention a couple of them. So one project we're working on is in introductory calculus for undergraduates. It's a very important class. It's a class not everybody succeeds in. So we use data from, I think, 2 prior years, so 4 prior semesters, a total of 8 courses, and I think 150. So it's somewhere around 600 to 800 prior data points. And we built a predictive model to see who was likely to succeed in the course and who was likely to get, I think it was C, D, W, F. So a grade of C, a grade of D, fail or withdrawn. And using that model, we could talk about what goes into the model, because actually that's kind of important. So one concern we had was that a predictor might be someone's gender, or it might be someone's socioeconomic status. So we actually ran all of those variables to check and see if there was sort of, those are obviously not something you don't tell someone to change, but it's important to know if you've got that going on. And fortunately, we didn't find any of that. We found only 2 things that were predictive. And fortunately, they were both things that made sense and were very actionable. And so one was students' score on the math portion of the SAT, and the other was their score on the diagnostic test that they were given at the start of the term. So together, those actually provide quite good indicators of identifying from the start of a course who's likely to struggle. So using that, we can then inform the instructor who these students are, and she can reach out to offer them extra help. And what's interesting is, they've always had this diagnostic test. Students have always seen that they've done poorly on it, but that alone didn't seem to really lead to a change. So now when you add in the SAT information, you have a better model, and you have the instructor reaching out to students, and that actual personal connection, as much as the identification, seems to be the starting point for changing success in the course. So this is just going on now, but I think it's pretty exciting.